Welcome to a special edition of DDO Talks. What is special about it is that you can actually see her beautiful face, and we are now on YouTube. We're talking English because the audience is worldwide. And Didi, let me just start off. You just became a TEDx speaker. How did that happen?
I auditioned for them 3 years ago with the topic regarding my son, and then COVID came, so they shut all big events down. And the year after, they held it in 𝙃𝙤𝙬 in Copenhagen, and the theme was science. So they didn't see me fit in there. But this year, 2022, when they held it in Odense in Denmark, the topic was reactive, and the two other head speakers was disabled. So they saw me fit in with my speech. So they called me up one night after I went out from a concert and said, hey, do you want to do TEDx? And I was like, yeah.
How long did it take for you to prepare?
It took me about 2 weeks. I had to deliver a manuscript to the headquarters, and they had to edit it because there are a lot of things and rules I must say, I can't say. So I had to edit my manuscript, and 5 days prior to the event, I told them, you need to lock my manuscript now because I need to memorize this. Because doing a TEDx speak requires that you're able to do it by heart. There were no cue cards, no teleprompter, no nothing. And it was 18 minutes speech, which is similar to 7 pages in Word.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I do commercial voiceovers for 30 seconds. I still need a manuscript.
It was difficult.
So what does it feel like speaking in front of potentially 32 million people?
Yeah. I'm used to holding a lot of speeches, so I was more nervous about memorizing my speech, and I was nervous about if, people were applauding me, I would be disturbed by it or getting too emotional talking about my son. But I don't feel like speaking in front of 32 million subscribers because there were only, 2, 3 cameras in there. So it was live on tape. But sure, there was a live audience, and I did my best. I tried my best in front of them.
So does this being a TEDx speaker change your life or career, you think?
No, not yet, but it's not out there yet. I think it helped my career in going from being an animal communicator and have a name here in Scandinavia to let them see a whole different side of me as a mom, as a private person, and also I've helped children with various diseases or diagnoses or normal functioning children for so many years, and people haven't heard about it. So doing this TEDx, people will certainly know about my work.
So how was it then? Did you get emotional? Did you get disturbed? Or
Sure, I was emotional, but I didn't start to cry or anything. But during the preparation with my speaker coach, I cried every single time I read my own manuscript at first because it is so vulnerable. It's about my son and his disabilities, being blind, born blind, suffer from autism and a brain damage. So it's a tough topic, but I made sure to give good advice to the listeners instead, based on the life with Philip, my son. And I must thank my speaker coach so much because I couldn't have done it without the team or without her. And the best advice she gave me was, because I had to memorize those 18 minutes by heart, she said, are you able to memorize 4 songs, the titles or, the lyrics of 4 songs? And I said, I think I know more than 4 songs. I think I know like 100 songs. And she said, just record yourself and listen to your own voice and memorize it as if you are playing music. So I did that. I went for a walk every day for those 5 days and listened to myself as playing music to my own ears.
I'm going to sound like one of those sport interviewers after you just won the Wimbledon. How do you feel right now? How did you feel the seconds after the final applaud and you did it? How did that feel inside?
A relief, proud, unimaginable happiness, and um, to me it was so amazing being in there with the TEDx team that is kind of like a family, because a lot of the TEDx workers are volunteering, and everybody just want to do, you know, a good TEDx event. So yeah, they were applauding, they were hugging, they were kissing, saying, God, COVID is not here anymore. Um, and I still kind of feel the emotion that I had from the TEDx event. It's the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, because we were a community, we were united. It wasn't about me telling my story, it was about everybody needed to succeed on that day, and we did.
And being a TEDx speaker looks really good on
The
your
curriculum,
CV. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Are you going to abandon the animals that you are so well known for in change of being a children talker?
No, I will not abandon them, because there are so many animals that needs my help. But of course, when I change my focus and focus more on children and helping families, I only have, you know, 24 hours a day. So some of these hours will be taken from the animals and go to the families.
So, what's next for you? I know that you're writing a book.
Yeah, my book number 4. I'm writing book number 4 for parents with disabled children and normal functioning kids. It's very, very difficult for me this time to write a book. Usually I've been writing chapters for a day. So every single day I've sat down with my computer, I had this chapter and it's done. Now I can only do 2 or 3 sections, because first and foremost, it's very vulnerable for me to write about my son, about my mom who just passed away, about so many other things when I'm telling my own story. And I have to be very thorough and think a lot of that raising children is a very, very hot topic. So I'm very, very cautious about how to tell the children's stories without pissing parents off. And I don't know what the future will bring. I hope that I'm able to go more internationally, because I worked with this for 23 years in Denmark, and I think it's time for me to seek other countries.
So you must be very excited. At the time of recording, the TEDx is not out there yet. What do you think, what do you hope is going to happen once it hits the internet?
I hope it will go viral. I hope that people will help me to click on it, share it, because that's the only way I can share my son's story. But it's not up to me. It's up to the followers, and it's up to the viewers. If they like it, and if they dislike it, then please tell that to me as well, because I can totally handle the truth, and I'll only be better. I'll only improve through criticism.
Well, thank you for telling us about this. I can't wait to see it, and I'm sure your audience can't wait either. In the meanwhile, though, I will tell them to like your video, subscribe to your channel, and share it. And let's get you out in the big world, and then we will make sure that there will be much more content on this channel. So I will be talking to you again.
See you soon.